What's up, people? I appreciate you guys for clicking on this video. Today we're going to talk about Kodak Gold 120. This guy right here, you know what I'm saying? Now, also, if you haven't subscribed to me, you need to go ahead and do that now, because that's going to be better for me to see if anybody's even watching the content, you know what I'm saying? But also, how you going to know if you're getting the content and it's there if you're not subscribed to me? So yeah, go ahead and do that. Also, hit the like button, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a good video, so you're here now. Anyway, so check it out. Kodak Gold 120. This was released earlier this year. Originally, they only made it for 35mm film. Now they converted it to 120, which is medium format. So this film is fairly new, in a sense. So originally, it was only made for 35mm, which is this bad boy right here, Kodak Gold 200. So, let me fix that for you. So yeah, Kodak Gold 200 originally on 35mm. Now they have extended it to be on 120, which is a very good thing because it's cheaper. It's cheaper than Kodak Portra 400. Now, I mean, it's only cheaper by a couple dollars, but I mean, a couple dollars goes a long way for a pack. The speed of it, or the ASA of this film, is 200. Hence Kodak Gold 200. So it's not that sensitive to light, which means that you're gonna have to have a lot of light coming into side. Blah, blah, blah. You're going to have a lot of light coming into the film for it to do right. So what that means is it's not meant for low light photography, is basically what I'm saying. And it's not as sensitive to light. So therefore, you're gonna wanna shoot this on a sunny day or where you're gonna have enough light source in the studio. Otherwise, you're gonna be struggling by shooting at a very low shutter speed. So that's just something to keep in mind. It's a warm tone film, just like Kodak Portra. So to give you a little bit of footage of me shooting this film and how it turns out, I'm gonna give you some low light situations and I'm gonna give you an overexposure of things. So that way you can see how it looks on both ends and right there where it should be. So you're gonna get some overexposed pictures and you're gonna get an underexposed pictures, which is probably one that you'll be able to spot easily. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and jump into that right now.
Hey, please do not text to me. I'm trying to get it. Working to become the best of me. I'm doing my job. That includes whipping and keeping the recipes. I cannot stop. I gotta get it till legends are next to me. Till legends are next to me. Hey, please do not text to me. I'm trying to get it. Working to become the best of me. I'm doing my job. That includes whipping and keeping the recipes. I cannot stop. I gotta get it till legends are next to me. Till legends are next to me. Okay, 2X beat a shirt, but I been hitting the gym. It's OT the drive and I'm trying to go out with the crew. We in style and we bout to go win. I bet on myself. Give me a year and I promise that I'll have a story to tell about people who hate it and now they say hello from the other side like their name was Adele. I cannot stop. That's from the box state to the east side to the coast. I'm catching every fade, talking every day till they mention Jay with the go. I take the grave shift on the pavement when I say this. Listen close. I gotta get it when using these minutes, and that's on the rain, hail, sleet, and snow. Talking it, I ain't hearing you. Just let your words move and turn it physical. Your rhetoric is cheap and very typical. Was hoping that the capping was a minimal. Jalen start to rap, he turn it spiritual. The gift internally go put some fear in you. We never worry, see, cause what the spirit do. I'm seeing hard and you see a miracle. Ay, do not text to me. I'm trying to get it. Working to become the best of me. I'm doing my job. That includes whipping and keeping the recipes. I cannot stop. I gotta get it till legends are next to me. Till legends are next to me. Ay, please do not text to me. I'm trying to get it. Working to become the best of me. I'm doing my job. That includes whipping and keeping the recipes. I cannot stop. I gotta get it till legends are next to me. Till legends are next to me.
Ain't the time to play with. Anybody asking for a feature, tell the fameless. Shawty, we not hunting them, so tryna be persuasive. I know all my haters on a first name basis. I'm the type to steal the flows from. Whoa, they the type to want my head down.
All right, so yeah, there you have it. Those pictures were taken with the Pentax 6.7. This is my baby right here, you know what I'm saying? If you notice, it's something going on with this piece right here. I don't know what it is. Whenever I'm winding the photos back, it seizes up, and I don't know really what that is. And I want to take it to get it looked at, but I really don't want to spend a couple $100 trying to figure out what this problem is. I don't know how to spend enough money on this camera, but I don't know what else to do. All right, so if you notice on like 2 of these pictures, it has what looks like, I guess, a light flare. I'm not really sure what that is. Like I said, my film did get kind of seized up in the camera somehow, so that probably had something to do with that light leak right there. I'm not 100% sure, but definitely not on Kodak's end. That's on my end. But these pictures are mainly very warm. However, I've noticed that when it gets underexposed, it gets greenish. And you can notice that in this picture right here where he's looking down, that is not how it's supposed to look. So you definitely want to avoid shooting a picture underexposed with this Kodak Gold 200, because this picture followed by this picture, you can tell that in the dark areas it's even more green, like specifically under this tree. I'm not metering for that, I'm metering for the highlights of him, which in all honesty, this was probably just a little bit shot underexposed. Me personally, I would have shot it overexposed if I would have really wanted this picture to come out right. An example of overexposed would be this one right here, where he's leaning on the wall. This one specifically handled it pretty well. Me personally, I really like that picture. You can tell that it's a highlight or a bright light situation, and that looks good. I mean, I like the way that comes out. His skin shows up good, the jeans show up good. Nothing is too overexposed or underexposed in my opinion. But however, if we go to this picture right here, which I'm glad I reshot this, after I metered it, I realized that I did not do it right. My shutter speed was too high. I think I was at like 1,000, and I should have been at like 125, or maybe I was at 5 and I should have been at 125. Either way, I was a couple stops over what I should have been. And you can tell by the way this picture looked that it's underexposed. This is how it looks when it's underexposed, but who's gonna shoot a picture underexposed? The next picture is a perfectly exposed image. Thanks to this guy right here. If you don't own one of these, I really suggest getting one. This is a light meter, and it'll really save your life, especially when you don't have time to sit there and play around with it. These last 2 pictures that I took were perfectly metered, and I really love the way they look. This film stock is actually probably my go-to from now on. I have probably 2 more packs of Portra 400 and 1 pack of 800. I have like 3 packs of the Fuji Pro 400H. So I'm probably gonna run out of all those and use those up, and then continue to use my 200 unless I know I'm gonna need that light or that or more sensitive film, hence the 400 or 800 for low light situations, because I want to be prepared. I don't want to have to drop down my shutter speed to try to compensate for that lack of sensitivity in the film. So overall, I really like this film stock. It's cheap, it's convenient, it has a lot of latitude as far as overexposing. Underexposing, that's a different story. I would definitely avoid that from now on. I'm gonna try to shoot my photos on film a little bit more overexposed. Anyway, so the next time I do this, we're gonna try that instead of the underexposing, or right at. I'd rather do it a little bit over. One of the things that I do like about this is the price of it. I mean, for $40 you get a pack of, what is this? You get a pack of 5 versus a pack of Portra 400 is like 50 to 65 bucks depending on where you're getting it from. That's a little steep, and you know when the shortage comes, they raise up the prices. So yeah, that's just something to think about. This is for that entry level medium format photographer, and they just want a film stock to play around with. This would be a good film for that. Also, it's a good film for pros too as well, because it gives you that good crisp image, just like the Portra 400. But we all know that the Portra 400 has a little bit more of a crispiness. I say crispiness, but it's more like a professional look than it does with the 200. So I may compare those in a later video, but I don't know. If y'all want to see that, let me know. I would highly recommend getting this film. My favorite picture from this shoot would have to be, I'm kind of torn between the 2 of him sitting down and the one of his hair. I'm probably going to go with the one of the hair. That's probably my favorite one. Which one is you guys' favorite? I mean, out of these images, which one is you guys' favorite? Hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, wait, let me back up. Quick story time real quick. So we shot this twice. The original time me and him shot together, I ended up coming back home, developing it with the Center Steel kit that I purchased back in late January, early February. And when I developed it, those negatives came out just like this. Bro, what am I supposed to do with that? It came out naked. Like, nothing is on that. So, like, I was pissed. I mean, beyond pissed. So what happened was you have two chemicals inside of that. You have the developer and then you have the Blix. My developer had gotten weak from just sitting there and not being used. And I didn't realize that until after I developed those pictures. So luckily Adrian was available to redo the shoot. We didn't get the same spots. I wish we did, but we didn't. And we was able to get this over to you guys. Shout out to Adrian for letting me do this and making up the time, because I really do appreciate it. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know which one of these pictures you guys like, and be sure to subscribe. So I will see you guys next time.
My daughters, I live those rhymes.
Yes,
2 or 3
sir.
more, and I'm sure they be onto your boy like a